and welcome in the YouTube audience that'll be with us watching this on the VOD, and this will be episode 56.3 for those on YouTube. So again, we're going to keep pushing through. We watched Cameroon versus Korea. Thought it was going to be an even match. Korea kind of blew. I think it was 1-0 in the end, actually, to Korea. So they've advanced. Wales or get the fuck. I don't think Wales have made this tournament. Sadly, not 100% sure. We will see. Let's move into. But hello, Sean. Good to see you. I can't handle the hockey game, so I'm going to be streaming to try and handle the hockey game. Actually, did I just see them? Yes, Wales are actually in the tournament. They made it. They drew one and lost one. Who did they play? They drew Argentina 0-0. That's a really good point if you're Wales. That's a phenomenal point if you're Wales. But then who else? They lost to Ghana 3-2. And Ghana's always like a tricky side. They're usually one of the better African sides to come out of. I believe it's the CAF down there. So that's a tough loss, especially 3-2. I mean, you would hope you could hold on to a 2-2 draw, you know what I mean, get a point out of it or something like that. But the draw against Argentina is a good point. They still have a chance because remember, much like the Euros, the third place teams still have a chance of qualifying. Where is it? So come on. There we go. Top 2 teams qualify for the second round. The best 8 third position teams will also qualify for the second round. And there is what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 groups. So could have just done the math probably, but still there's 12 groups. So the 8 best third place teams will qualify. So Wales win their final game against Iran. Not only will they knock Iran out, or potentially knock them out depending on Ghana's result against Argentina, but they would also probably advance. They'd be on 4 points. That's probably enough to see you through. In fact, I would say that's more than likely enough to see you through. USA lead their group. They had a draw against, I believe it was Czechia, and then they beat Japan 4-1. So they are top of the group as well. We're going to continue on, though. We've got England and Germany. Good old England. What a way to start our stream tonight. And then, of course, we've got essentially five group stage games left. You're seeing them there. England, Germany, the United States, Czechia. Sorry, the U.S. drew Greece then. Paraguay, Senegal, Korea and the Netherlands, Nigeria, and Brazil. And then we'll see what the schedule's like for the round of 32. And we will pick the games that we're going to be watching for the round of 32. Preseason does start on the 22nd. We probably won't get to it tonight. We might get just up to the 22nd. I'm interested to know what division we're going up to, because that is essentially when we're going to find out what division we've been moved to. I know there was another, can't remember the name of them offhand, but there was another player who's we replaced Stafford Argyle in our save. They managed Stafford Argyle, and whatchamacallit, they got promoted out of the same division we're getting promoted out of for next season, and they got reassigned. And the team that got promoted from this league last season also got reassigned. So there's Lancaster, Cheshire, Amateur League Division C, B, and then A. And then there's 3, 2, and 1, which 3, 2, and 1 are the next steps up. But it's unsure of whether we're going to go directly up into that same league structure or if we are going to move over into a different league and be reassigned. It's off season for Europe. It's not for MLS. So Columbus beat Philadelphia, unfortunately, 2-0. And then we're really shit this year. IRL. Okay. Here's all the teams that got relegated from level 16. What a name. Dunsdale and Helliston Rovers under 21s. What a freaking look! It just amazes me the names in the English countryside for some of these clubs. Because then you have some that are like Broadstone. You're like, okay, Broadstone, pretty normal name. And then you have like Stoke Subhampton Reserves, and you're just like, okay, a sub in the U.S. is a sandwich. So I don't want to be that guy. But anyway, in the World Cup, oh, that's brutal. Slovakia had a red card 26 minutes in when they were already 1-0 down. They lose 4-0 to Brazil. Nigeria 1-0 over El Salvador. Had to scrape it by on a pen. Italy smoked Qatar 5-0. And the Ukraine are currently beating Chile 1-0 on a Chilean own goal. The UAE plays Egypt later. We're attending England, Germany. Let's get into the matchup, shall we? Let's get straight into the action. England and Germany. You can see them warming up there. And a rivalry as old as time, almost, between these two. At Lumen Field. England coming in with a win and a draw. Germany with a win and a loss. Here's how they fare in the group. I'm sorry, Germany have, England has a draw. Germany has a win. I forgot this is the second round of group stage. I thought this was the third. So, opportunity for England to see themselves through to the second round with a game to spare. They are going to start with the blue trunks. Germany in the white and black shirts with the black trunks, black shorts. Why am I calling them? It's not a boxing match, is it? So, but you get it. Nonetheless, you get it. And so, oh, that's a good ball. Did he stay on? No, he's off. He just went too early. It was the right idea. And I was going to say, it should be the end of the highlight. Man, I'm pretty tired all of a sudden. So. I tweeted about it. I don't know if Garbutt stayed on side as either, by the way. Raynor, Smith, and Engelbrecht has it the whole way. I ordered a new alarm clock. So here's the thing. I don't know what's going on, but about a month or two ago, this thing had a major update, and ever since then, the alarm is just not loud. Ooh, I hit snip tool by accident there. But the alarm's just not loud. So I wanted to buy a new alarm clock. Well, the problem I have is that I used to be a second shift or night shift worker, right? So I would sleep into about 9 or 10 every day when I worked second shift, right? Because I didn't get home till midnight when I was second shift. Some nights it was like 2, 3 in the morning I got home, right? So I needed to sleep in, right? So I would sleep in like 9, 10. Well, the sun rises on the side of the house that the bedroom is in, right? So I bought blackout curtains for it, and they're phenomenal. They do blackout curtains do wonders, right? So it gets very dark in my room because of this when I pull the blackout curtains over, right? The reason why that detail is important is because if you buy a digital clock and you put that digital clock on it just illuminates the room. Like the light from the digital clock will just illuminate part of the room. Well, I don't need that at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night when I'm trying to sleep, right? So I didn't want a digital clock. And, oh, that's going to sneak in. Rob Dunn. They didn't close him down. England have scored. And they lead Germany 1-0. It's really good by Dunn, by the way. Let's take a look at this goal. I'll continue the story in a moment. But it's just lovely passing, isn't it? And then it's really not a great finish, but it does sneak in. So, that's maybe a yellow card here. Anyway, so I didn't want a digital alarm clock, right? So I was looking for an analog one or a flip one, and a lot of the analog ones have the glow-in-the-dark or light-up hands, I guess you would call them, on the clock. And I'm like, I don't need that either. Like, it defeats the purpose. So I could have found. Oh, okay, good save. I could have gone with an analog clock in the end. I used to have one that didn't. It was the old hammer with the between the bells, right? And very much I could go back to that if need be. But I really like the flip clock. I used to own a flip clock, so I looked at flip clocks. A lot of the ones that are made nowadays, a lot of the modern ones, are, oh, that's a terrible turnover. That is an awful turnover. Bush needs help. He can only dribble this so much. Yeah, that was always the risk, is that he wasn't going to get anything out of it. He got a corner out of it, but so no, good save for Moore. So yeah, so I can go back to an analog clock. It's fine. So I looked up this old flip clock that I used to have, and I just bought it. People had it, so I just bought it. So I have a 1984 General Electric flip clock as my new alarm clock. And when I wake up in the morning, the radio goes off. And it's the local news station from Philadelphia. I just get it on the AM dial. They have an FM station as well, but the radio wavelengths are shorter, and I can't pick it up on the FM side. So on the AM side, I can pick it up. So I have an old 1984 alarm clock. Still works. And that's a wonderful header from Kelton. What a really good header. This is textbook of a header, real quick. Because when you're close like this, that is tremendous. Yeah. What, the alarm clock or the header? Because both are really good. But the thing I like about Kelton is when you are close as a header or as an attacker, right? And you want to head the ball like that. The best thing you can do is put the ball on the ground. Because if you put, like, it's just so much harder for the keeper to deal with a bouncing ball. And Kelton's done that perfectly. England have a 2-0 lead. Does the radio sound like you're making popcorn? Actually, Sean, the radio sounds amazing. There's no crackling at all. There is for the Philly station, because, again, I'm out in Lancaster County, so I'm that radio wavelength I'm picking up has traveled about 30 miles, 40 miles. So, I mean, that's one back for Germany. Both, actually, yeah. Mower scored. This is just a good finish from close. I mean, this is just exactly what you pay people to do. Like, that is just a really good ball on a switch. Good settle. They just didn't, I mean, Moore really didn't have a chance at that. But yeah, because the AM wavelength is so far out, because it's like 30 miles, it does crackle. And it sounds like popcorn a little bit, yes. But if I were to tune it to anything that broadcasts from out here in central PA, it's clear as a bell. It's amazing. I just need to do a little bit of maintenance on it. So I'm going to order there's like a specific kit for like motors that you can spray a motor with, and then I'm going to do that. So It's like WD-40, but it's for motors, right? It's not WD-40, but it's like WD-40 for motors, because the motor is like this big in there, and it has a little thing inside that spins. So that should have been 3-1. So I'm gonna buy it so the motor can keep lubricated, because obviously the motor is 40 years old. The illuminating light still works on it. If you turn it on, it has the little light that comes on with it. So when the alarm goes off, the light comes on, but it's so low because it's just a little illuminating bulb at the bottom. But it's great. It's great. I actually ordered another one because I found a YouTube video that basically disassembles the whole thing. It's very simple. It's just a circuit board, some wiring, a motor. The flips are runoff gears, and that's it. That's the entire thing. Basically, and the radio, and the actual, the antenna and the speaker inside, right? Like that's what it is. But Scopes has a really good free kick opportunity, and that is absolutely wasted. But I ordered another one because this YouTube video teaches you how to fix anything you need to fix in it. And I have looked into, like, how would I get it repaired if I ever wanted to get it repaired. And it's like, well, nobody repairs it because it's just too old and it's obsolete. So the only way you can repair it is by yourself. And you can't order parts for it, so you have to literally buy another one, and that secondary spare becomes your parts. It's 2-1, England leading Germany at the half. They've had the better of the chances. They've had the better of the shots, although Germany are by no means out of this yet. Long on a yellow card might change things. We'll see. We're underway with the second half. So I just miss it. Like, I miss having a flip clock. That is a terrible. That should be the end of the highlight, though. So, I miss having an analog alarm clock. I needed one that I could put on the desk on the other side of the room, so that when it goes off, I can actually get up. Because I've had this go off before, and one of two things happens with this, right? It goes off and I don't hear it because it's so quiet. I sleep through the whole thing. Or it goes off, I hear it, I hit snooze, and I fall asleep, and I don't wake up to any of the other alarms. Or I hear, like, the third alarm go off, and I've missed the first two. Like, one of those three scenarios, really. So, like, today, I had it set for 5:40, and then I had my backup alarms are 5:45, 50, 55, 6, and 5 after 6, right? 6:05. And I woke up to the 6 a.m. alarm. So I didn't hear the 5:40 alarm. I didn't hear the 5:45 alarm. I didn't hear the 5:50 alarm. That's a wonderful shot. Preuss with a long-range shot on the low, and Germany have pulled it back against England. Oh, that was Bush. It was Preuss on the assist. I beg your pardon. That was Bush with the shot. England have played so well, and they've given it up. They've done the Southgate. They went ahead, they led, and then they tried to sit back. And Germany has just got way too much quality for them and allow them to do that. It's a good stop by Bedford. England choking away what appears to be 3 massive points. Well, I never. Yeah. England trying to park the butt. This should be. Oh, that was close. I was going to say this. England trying to park the bus after going ahead. Never in a million years. That's Long just dribbled that away, man. England only have a point, mind you, from their opening draw. So a point here doesn't eliminate them, obviously, but it would mean the last game is a must-win. They must win the last game if that's the case. Dunn's done so well. That's beautiful. That should have been 3. That was such a good move. Had Croatia parked the bus. They did for 97 minutes, man. That was a fantastic goal, though, to be fair. A fantastic goal. Oh, what a move from Gilchrist. It's very odd seeing an Englishman, even though it is a generated name, seeing an Englishman with the last name Gilchrist. So, it was a brilliant goal. Yeah, it was a really good goal. I saw it on the highlight because I was working, so I saw it on the highlight after I got done work. But heartbreaking for Croatia. I know that is just a brutal way to lose, really. Oh, fuck off. Seriously, the Panthers scored? Come on. Come the fuck on, man. Whoa! I am going to... I gotta fill this three question form out, Google form out real quick. Boom. Beautiful. Okay. Edmonton got a bat. We scored? We scored? I don't see. Twitter's not updated. I don't have the game on because the audio would come through the stream, and I'm not trying to get in trouble with nobody. Janmark ties it up. Let's go. Let's go. Fucking hell. I just want this year to be the year so bad. I just want this year to be the year finally. I've been watching them since 06. I was a Flyers fan before that. I was a Flyers fan since I knew what hockey was, which was probably 1994-ish, 1995. That's when I started watching hockey. And then I became a Flyers fan, and around 2000, 2001, I kind of started to fade away from hockey. My friend from Edmonton, A-Track meets favors the Oilers, I hope, because the momentum is on our side. But at the series start, it favored Florida before the series began. But yeah, my friend got me back into hockey. He was an Oilers fan. I became an Oilers fan the year we kind of reconnected finally, and God, I am hoping that they finally win. I've been through the 06 heartbreak. That was awful. But Meekin, Engelbrecht has it. This is screaming 2-2. This is screaming 2-2. England have had more shots, but I think this has 2-2 written all over it. That's an awkward head away from Gilchrist. So, I don't think Florida can handle Edmonton's tempo if the Oilers dictate the pace. Look, I hope you're right. That's all I'm saying. Oh, wow. Offsides. Okay. I was going to say, that shouldn't even have been tipped. Keeper should have seen that coming. The back page headlines in England will be calm, rational, hinged, honestly, it's if England drew 2-2 like this, they would be, because England's actually playing well and attacking football right now. Like, that's the crazy thing. This isn't typical England. Typical England they're actually going for it in this game. Like, this is a complete anti Southgate. This is good ball movement. That is great ball movement, but it's led to nothing. Well, that's Bedford had all the time in the world to settle that. Now Scopes has had to play a heavy touch off his foot that's intercepted. And now Germany have a chance late. No, it's a good win. It's another good win. Oh, that's a goal kick. That should be out for a goal kick. Now, if England draw this and they lose their next game and they go out of the World Cup, then I'd say the back page headlines would be calm, rational, hinged. Yeah, British media is something that just it amazes me what they say and what they think they can get away with. And just how scavengous they are. Like, it's ruthless. It's really, really ruthless. 2-2 in the end between England and Germany. Pretty good game, I must say. Really good game, actually. Bush leveling it in the second half. That was the only action in the second half. England with more shots. England with more possession. Really interesting. England with the higher XG as well. But no 3 points for England. Also puts Germany in an interesting spot because they have basically 4 points and they're guaranteed a spot in the next round, I think, with that. Egypt, UAE 1-1. So there is that for the World Cup. Does that conclude all the stages? Yes. So U.S. need a point to go through, I'm pretty sure. They got Czechia next. So there is that. U.S. need 1 point. Czechia need essentially a win or a Greece loss will put them through. Well, maybe not a Greece loss. Czechia need essentially like a win, or they need a Japan loss and Czechia draw, something like that. Crazy. Just really need a win, but Czechia win and they're in. Same with Japan. Japan win and you're in, pretty much no matter what. Greece, same thing. Win and you're in. All of Group A is win and you're in. Group B, Serbia are there. They're through. They qualified without a shadow of a doubt. I believe matches. Who is Serbia playing? Serbia's playing Canada. Okay, so they're not in yet, but a point is enough to see them through. Australia win and they're in. Australia draw and Serbia win and they're in. And if Australia lose and Serbia win, but Australia lose by less goal difference than Canada, then Australia's through as well. So there is that. Canada, you win and you're in. You get a point, and Australia lose, and you're in. Sweden, they're through pretty much. Who's Sweden got? Sweden has Mexico. So where are they at? Okay, so it's the same scenario as Group B for Group C. Sweden need a point. Mexico win and you're in. Mexico get a point and Ecuador lose and they're in. If Mexico get a point and Ecuador draw, they're pretty much going to be in as well. Um, Group D, Turkey 6 points, France 3, Morocco 3, Cuba 0. That's the interesting one. France has Cuba, and so it'll be Turkey's got Morocco. So same thing with Turkey. Turkey's 8 goals score. Well, they beat Cuba 6-0. So really, it's 6-0, 2-1 for Turkey. But this +7 goal difference is good. Uh, Turkey will have to really a point is enough to see them through. Same thing in Group D as Group B and C. Paraguay, Denmark, 4 points each. Group E. This is a little bit interesting. I did not mean to hit that. I meant to hit matches. There we go. Who does Paraguay has Senegal. Denmark has Uzbekistan. So Uzbekistan need to win. Um, both Paraguay and Denmark only need a point. That's basically it. Algeria, Uruguay on 4, Spain on 2, Haiti on 0. Spain need to win. Flat out, they need to win to advance. I think Algeria is actually playing Uruguay. Yes, they are. So they need if if they want to advance as the top 2, granted the third place will probably be enough. If Spain win, they're going to get through as third place. If they draw, they're going to need help. If they win and Algeria and Uruguay draw, Spain will be in as a number 3 team coming out of the group. Colombia are through, 6 points, they're done. Portugal only have 1. Ivory Coast have 4. Saudi Arabia has 0. I believe Portugal is playing Saudi Arabia. Is that right? Yes, Portugal's playing Saudi Arabia. So that'll be interesting. Portugal need to win that game. They cannot draw that game. Portugal draw that game, you pretty much can say only 2 teams would come in out of Group G. Ivory Coast, a point is enough to see them through as the number 2 seed. Even if they don't pick up that point, if Portugal fail to beat Saudi Arabia, they'll be through no matter what, as well as the number 2 seed. Group H, Argentina on 4. Remember, they drew Wales 0-0. Ghana on 3, beating Wales 3-2. Iran beat Ghana as well. That's interesting. So Wales is going to have Iran. Ghana will have Argentina. So it's something where if these 2 draw, Argentina is definitely going to be through on 5 points. They'll be second. If Argentina and Ghana draw, and Iran could win over Wales and leapfrog everybody for the top of the group. So that's going to be interesting. Group I, Korea, Cameroon, Netherlands, New Zealand. New Zealand are pretty much dead and buried. They have, I think, Cameroon next, and Korea's got the Netherlands, so it's going to be an interesting game for Korea. They have yet to concede, Korea, actually. Which is interesting. Group J, Brazil already through no matter what. Nigeria just need a point to do so. Who is Nigeria playing is the question. Nigeria is playing a Brazil that's going to want to rest its starters, if anything. So there could be something there for Nigeria. Slovakia need to win. They need to beat El Salvador if they want to have a chance. If they draw, again, it's pretty much going to be only the 2 teams from Group J. Ukraine Ukraine are through. Italy second, Chile is third, Qatar is fourth. I think Italy just played Qatar. I believe they already played Ukraine as well. I think they have Chile left. No, Italy has Ukraine left. So could be an opportunity for Italy maybe to leapfrog the group and win, finish on 7 points. We'll see. And then that draw actually puts England in a tough spot down there in Group L. Germany lead the way on 4 points, but it's not a foregone conclusion. Germany have, I believe, Egypt. Yes, they do, because we watched England draw Egypt 0-0. That was a dreadful game. So England have played Germany, and they played Egypt. England got to play the UAE. Germany's got to play Egypt. So Germany, a point will be enough to see them through. England need to win, because if they don't win, Egypt could leapfrog them to second place. And it's really, well, no, if they don't win, UAE is going to take 4 points, and Egypt is going to be on, or England's going to be on 2. And if they draw, the UAE are definitely going to be out on 2 points, but England would have 3. And if Egypt can manage a draw, it's going to be a tough spot for England to get through as the number 3 seed on 2 points. So we're on 3 points even. It's going to be tough. It's really England need to beat the UAE to go through. That's what it is. That is that day done and dusted. The U.S. and Czechia next. 4 games left in the group stage of the World Cup, and then we're gonna tick off which ones in the round of 32 we'll be watching, and then of course we'll continue moving on throughout the World Cup. So I was supposed to stream this weekend. The golf destroyed me. It was so hot. I was suffering from heat exhaustion on Saturday, actually, while golfing. And it's something where I like felt like I was going to pass out when I was on hole 15 and 16. And it's like I I drank 4 bottles of water by then. So I was what I was gonna say, like I was looking at it, like it's amazing to me that I felt that way because I was hydrating myself throughout the round. So I had about a bottle of water every hour. Um, so, and what do you call it? We're gonna do U.S. versus Czechia. God, I hate the transfer window. Oh, it's U.S. by the way. So you know we got to preamble the game. You know we got to preamble the game, right? Let's go. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Here's Czechia into 4-4-2. There's the group standings for you. They say the favorites, or whatever the odds, are for a draw. All right. Let's see how the U.S. fares against Czechia here. They've done well. They're the Gold Cup winners as well. They got the ball here. Kickoff highlight? No, that's terrible. Anyway. Oh, I've just, there we go. What is Dotson doing? My biggest mistake was using fake player names and not realizing I had that checked on. And so we have fake player names for the whole freaking save. But honestly, in another 4 seasons, it's not really going to matter, is it? You know what I mean? So, be real. It would for this. It's the 26th World Cup, but like, by the time we get around to the 2030 World Cup, is it gonna, like, are you gonna expect some, like, you might expect like an Mbappe or Ricardo Pepe or a Weston McKennie, but I don't know. That is a wasted chance. That is no need to shoot from that distance. Absolutely no need to shoot from that distance. So. What? Man. Somebody's on my timeline trolling LA, the whole city of LA. I'm all here for it, in all honesty. I'm all here for that LA slander. It's like that meme, like me in pajamas be like, talk about Boston or New York, and then like me with this. Oh my goodness, Palmer. Maybe should have scored that. Go on. It's too heavy a touch, Costa. Come on, mate. But yeah, me in the pajamas for the New York City Boston slander. But I don't even mind Boston that much. Maybe DC, sure, but it's the suit and the tie for the LA slander. I can't stand that city. It's just not a nice city. It's just way too freaking big too. That is all Payne. Oh, Payne, you got lucky, Payne. Sometimes it better be lucky than good. Did Taylor stay on? I don't know. Flag stayed down. Crossing the box. No. Chechia trying to break now. Oh boy. This is turning into a highlight for Chechia. Oh, what a good ball. And he's wasted it. And he's absolutely flubbed it. They did everything right on the movement, Chechia. Everything right. Brazil, Costa Rica is about to kick off. Listen, I'm not really watching Copa America, to be fair. I saw the score was 2-1 for whoever was playing Paraguay. I can't remember who was even playing Paraguay. Colombia, maybe? But yeah, I haven't watched a minute of Copa America. To be fair, Colombia, yeah. Thank you though. I appreciate you. Not to downplay. I'm not downplaying you or anything, Cellophane. It's a nice tournament to watch. I just besides, Mr. Sullivan, today is game 7, mate. I can't handle it. I can't. My mind's on game 7. I'm praying we win, man. So, certainly the Union have given me enough to be disappointed about this season. That should have been offsides, I thought. But, yeah. I honestly, here's the thing in the States, especially in the States. Fox's Euros coverage has been pretty bad, right? And I'm not huge on the desk. I don't like Sturridge on the desk. I definitely don't like Lalas on the desk. Their freaking Copa America coverage is worse. I was like, oh my god, this is like awful. Like, it's so bad. Oh, good ball over the top. Did Payne hold his run? It don't matter. Ball goes out. So, I've not been a fan of Fox's coverage of Copa America, let alone the Euros. So, I really hope they don't bid for the rights again. Of course, they have the rights to the freaking Gold Cup, and I'm pretty sure they have the rights to the 26 World Cup as well. Which, if they put any of the World Cup games behind a paywall, I swear to God. Like, that should have been a foul. It is a foul. Elias might. Okay, he's getting told off. That's cheeky. Go on, Palmer. Have a go. Palmer! Oh, off the post. Wow. U.S. that's a good win. That's a really good win back from Acosta. U.S. is a little sloppy in the midfield with the passing, though. That's might hurt them in this game. That's going to go out for a corner. Oh, I thought was his name Houston was going to get up there. Taylor's got to cut that off. Yeah. He stayed on. Back post. Acosta can't win it. No, you got to cut it back. US have had more of the highlights, that's for sure. Hold on. Okay. Okay, this is a long highlight for Czechia. Oh, Malay's done well. That's over. That's over. It's not been. It's been pretty poor in the finishing from Czechia. They've had opportunities in this game, but it's been very poor from them, especially in the final third. The U.S. has been phenomenal in the final third. They just haven't found the back of the net. They've hit the post, I think, what, twice? So, and then they turn the ball over like that in the midfield, like that. That's just killer, man. He's on sides. So, Malay alone, good save from Forsyth. Really good save. Molly can't believe it, and I can't either. I thought it was destined to be a goal. It's a good grab from Forsyth. That should be the end of the highlight. Sorry. It's not. The ball goes straight to Czechia. Oh, good cutout. Oh, he's just found Acosta. How are we watching a match so smoothly? I don't know, but we've scored! The U.S. The U.S. has scored. There you go. What do you mean by so smoothly? Like the pace of the game? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about I have an epileptic fit. It's because I only do it for the World Cup, for the summer tournaments. You know what I mean? Like it's just the summer tournaments. So, and I'm not mad. We're not managing any of the sides. Oh, the video. We're not managing any of the sides, so we're chill. U.S. way better chances. This tells you. See, I hate it when people say stuff like XG doesn't really matter, because it's there to tell you something, right? So the U.S. has been outshot 6-4. They've had one shot on goal. It is the goal. But the XG is 1.27 on those 4 shots. So what that tells you is that the U.S. are not generating a lot of shots. But the shots that they do take are high-quality shots. Which means I did it for the Conference League final, and it was brutal. I did it for the entire 2024 Euros and the 2025 Gold Cup. I don't know. It's just, it is what it is, I guess. So the 1.27, I don't know how to explain it. Full match? No. Comprehensive. So Like what the XG is telling me is that the U.S. might be like you got to couple it. So like, what is the passing that the U.S. have, and then what is their pass zones, and then what is their heat map? Because like maybe it's telling me that they're passing shorter, and that's getting them in the final third, and that's creating opportunities for them in the final third. Because if they're passing well and their heat map is genuinely more forward, then it tells me they're probably passing a lot shorter, and they're finding space in front of the frame instead of out wide for shots. No, this is comprehensive. I'm pretty sure it's comprehensive, right? Oh, that's instant result. I don't want that. Yeah, comprehensive. It's right there. Oh my goodness me. I'm looking right at it. So, we play all our games comprehensive. Whether we're managing the team, whether we're watching a game, it's comprehensive the whole way. So, I think it's only fair as well to do comprehensive for this save. Specifically for this save. Because the database is so large and it takes so long to get between games. Korea! But yeah, Korea's got another opportunity. Maybe that should have been a pen. Yeah, because it takes us about 40 minutes to get through a week. Those who are going to be watching, whether they're on Twitch or they're on the VOD on YouTube, there needs to be some sort of balance. Like I can't have you sit through 40 minutes of processing and you get to watch 3 minutes of gameplay. You know what I mean? Because I only put key highlights on or something, right? Like when I'm managing, it's great, but spectating, it doesn't work. Maybe it's the director view. I have it on director view as well, though. I have my camera on director. My replay camera's director. My camera height and zoom are all the way out. But yeah. Like for me, I wanted to do comprehensive just because, like, again, you want to give some value. So the game will be 20 to 30 minutes, and the processing to get to the game will be like 40 to 50. So there's at least a chunk of the game that people can watch. I use TV. Maybe director is key. Oh, do you use TV? TV's kind of nice. I like it's too small. Like the bodies are too small. Walker off the bar. Are you kidding me? I kind of like director. I like director for two reasons. Number one, you still get to see all of the play, like the off the ball movement. But then number two, like when this corner gets taken, it's a great opportunity, or a great example. Like the person on the back post can be a surprise. You know what I mean? If that ball goes back post, you're like, is it gonna? And it adds a little bit more element of suspense, right? Dotson, that is way too fucking heavy a touch, mate. Like Walker. Oh, I also, if you're talking about the video itself, hang on. Oh fuck, it's gonna give me instant result. I've completely fucked up, didn't I? Because we're watching a game. I can't leave a game mid-watch. Sorry, gang. Shit. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I did mean to do that, but like I didn't realize it would end the game. I'm sorry. It was 0-0. Oh no, it was 1-0 for the US. We'll see what it gives. I've turned all the stuff down. The biggest, if you're still here, Mr. Cellophane. Oh, it finished 1-1. They tied in the 83rd minute. Fuck's sake. The biggest thing I would say is these are my match settings. So graphics is very high. Frame rate is on automatic. I probably should switch that to 60, but I have it on automatic. Render scale 100. Render quality is high down from very high. Mesh is medium. Shadows medium. Texture is high. This was the big one that gave me a shit ton of performance. Turning anti-aliasing off just smoothed everything over. Like, it was so, I was having encoding issues almost within OBS during matches at big stadiums because of the anti-aliasing. So when I turned this guy down one and I turned this guy completely off, I figured, and texture quality down, I basically turned everything down one. So from its high, except for crowd quality because I wanted the crowd to be in there. I need to check mine, but because I did that, like phenomenal. Like the game runs miles better. The other thing it could be is your OBS settings, and I will snip them to you real quick, because I actually went into another stream the other day and some guy was lagging horribly bad. And I basically told him, it's your Twitch settings, right? No, I've had the same issue offline. Got you. But do you mean offline while you record? Because you're still using the encoder while you record as well, right? So that's for streaming. My recording is almost the same thing. No, just when playing. Okay, okay. So if you're playing offline, you're not recording. You have the same issues. Okay. So, okay. That makes sense. One thing I would suggest, and I don't know if you do this or not, and I suggest it to every streamer, is you don't need to stream in 1080p. Uh, Twitch doesn't really have the capabilities for 1080p. In fact, I'm going to go back to it when I can. Oh, ad. Fuck! All right. Uh, all right. Greece beat Japan 2-1. So that's brutal. If you're Japan, you're out. You're out if you're Japan. You've won one game. You have 3 points. You're out. The U.S. drew Czechia, so the U.S. topped the group. Czechia will come second. Greece will be third. Serbia beat Canada in Group B, so Canada is done. Canada finished third. Well, they have 3 points. They may not be done yet, but um, Canada really would have done with the result there. Australia beat Mali. Mali are out. Mali do not win a single game. They're done. Serbia actually topped the group. Australia get to 6 points, get to second. Ecuador beats Tunisia. Tunisia are out. Tunisia got absolutely smoked in this tournament, by the way. Tunisia didn't score a single goal, and they conceded 10 times in their 3 games. That's brutal. Ecuador will finish second in the group, ahead of Mexico, who could only draw Sweden 1-1. Mexico's got 4 points. They're going to be through. There's no issue for Mexico getting 4 points. They are through. So, the U.S. top, Czechia second, Greece is through on 4 points. Serbia top, Australia second. Waiting to see on Canada. Sweden top, Ecuador second. Mexico through on 4 points. Right? That's a guaranteed pretty much. 4 points, group stage, you're pretty much guaranteed. So the next game, the next day even, is going to be Group D, Group E, and Group F. So there you go. For those that just came back from the ad on YouTube, or on Twitch, beg your pardon. That's how they finished. U.S. drew Czechia, Greece beat Japan, Serbia beat Canada, Australia beat Mali, Sweden drew Mexico, Ecuador beat Tunisia. Tunisia 0-10 in goals scored versus goals conceded in their World Cup campaign. They're done. Japan is sadly done, despite the fact that they were in a great spot going into the final day. And Mali's done. Canada might be done. We don't know. That's to be decided. The one thing I was going to say, Cellophane, is you don't actually need to stream in 1080p. So the reason I say that is Twitch actually isn't built for 1080p because Twitch servers limit the incoming bit rate that you can have for your video. So it doesn't matter if I send 8 to 10,000 bits to Twitch in a kbps, obviously the bit rate. Twitch will downscale it to 6,000, and they will reject the rest of the packets. That's just the way Twitch servers are. If you get to partner, you get, I think, 6,500. So it's not even a big upgrade. 1080p actually doesn't work well with $6,000. It'll be fine for games like Football Manager, but if you were to play like Overwatch, Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Rocket League, Apex Legends, any other game like that, League it would be fine with, but any other game like those that I mentioned, it's going to struggle. It's going to look pixelated even a little bit during high intense movements. So 1080p is actually built to have a minimum bit rate of 8K. And ideally, it should be around 10.5 to 12,000 bit rates that you send. So if you stream on YouTube live, I had everything turned all the way up and anti-aliasing to high. I'm going to check the match and see if that was my problem. Anti-aliasing alone is going to fix your issue, mate. 100%. And again, if you're playing on a higher render scale, anti-aliasing isn't going to mean as much because you're going to have more pixels filling the screen. So you don't need to smooth the edges out over those pixels because the natural hyper resolution of those pixels is going to make it look smoother. A lot of people who go on this on YouTube who might be video nerds are going to argue, but essentially as your resolution increases, anti-aliasing in my opinion is needed less because you have more pixels along the edge that'll smooth the edge out naturally, as opposed to requiring the smoothing of those pixels out, which anti-aliasing does. So for me, it's your biggest performance saver because it literally is something that goes through every pixel of every frame and smooths edges out, and you just don't need that. You don't need that in today's day and age. If you have a PC that can handle it, great. It looks incredible compared to pixels that aren't anti-aliased, but it's just not necessarily a function that's super indicative of quality performance over, say, rendering your textures, rendering scale, and overall other settings that you would have. But yeah, I would say if you stream live to YouTube, push 10 and you want to do 1080p, by all means you should be pushing 10 to 12,000 kbps to YouTube because A, YouTube can handle it, and B, that will actually be 1080p quality. I don't want to stress OBS more on this laptop because it's obviously a single laptop stream. So I don't downscale it. So it doesn't have to go through a downscaling filter, which is more work on OBS. So if your base canvas is 1080p, but your output resolution is 720, it means that you are capturing 1080p and you are scaling it down to 720p and outputting 720p to whatever servers you're uploading or to your recording if you're recording it. And that's a bigger strain on OBS when you downscale your resolution. So to me, if you wanted to run 6,000 kbps to Twitch, 896p is probably the best resolution to do that because you don't. Hi Bones, I've done it. I've caught a stream. You've caught a stream. We're watching. You've caught a very. Oh, hold on. Richie Towel's back. Offers made for the Richie Towel. Look, I'll take him. You guys want him? You guys can have him. We're gonna watch Paraguay and Senegal is our next match. Levi Stadium. Paraguay trying to get into the knockout rounds. Senegal trying to do the same. And this should be an interesting match. I think this is going to be a much interesting match. Turkey, France already through with the earlier results. France actually threw as the number 2 seed, Morocco with 4 points. That should be enough to see them through as a third-place team. We are about to kick off here between Paraguay in the red and white, Senegal in the green. It's the FIFA World Cup. We're underway. How are you? If I'm going to be honest with you, Bones, I am trying to hang in to the best of my ability. My mom essentially has hurt her back, and the doctors don't know what they want to do because she's 70, right? She's in great health. I don't know why they don't want to do it, but they think there's nerve damage nerves that are being pinched, so they want to abrade them to help her, and it's just like she is taking care of somebody else is just challenging. It's just a challenging preposition. But aside from that, I'm doing very well. I'll be doing even better if the Oilers win the hockey game tonight, because it means we would be Stanley Cup champions for the first time in 34 years. So I will be very happy if the Oilers can actually win this hockey game. I think it is 1-1 at the first intermission. How are you? How are you, Bones? Yes, Reef. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Reef is great. Let's go. I just saw Reef's tweet. I was like, it makes me happy when somebody's willing to say that. They're just willing to say, you know what? I'm just gonna say what I want to say. I don't like. It makes me happy when people are not afraid to speak up in a scene that's being dominated by political forces that do not have the best interests of the community in mind. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, dear Benning. Sending all my love to you and your mom. Wishing her speedy good. Thank you very much. It means a lot. It does. It really means a lot. And yes, make sure you look after yourself. I'm doing the best. I'm doing all right. I fell off the gym. I know you haven't seen me posting fitness for 2 months. I haven't been there in 2 months. I have to get back on it. I think Didier who might be offside here. No? Okay. It's definitely hard to look after another. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's a wonderful goal. Aliou Cisse, that is a phenomenal strike. Senegal strike first here in this do or die match. Oh my God, I've fallen off as well. Yeah. Yeah, I did go golfing Saturday, which I don't care what anybody says in your Discord, Bones. 32 degrees and 50% humidity is fucking hot, okay? I know Australians handle heat better than maybe I do, right? Being somebody from the Mid-Atlantic. Certainly better than anybody from England would, right? But a lot of the streamers that I talk to, especially today, have said 30, anything above 30 with a little bit of humidity is awful. And Paraguay have equalized. Centerman. Just like that. Within what, a minute later? A minute later. And it's 1-1. Yeah, 32 is hot. I don't care what anybody said. 32 is hot. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Scotty's just silly. Okay, that's fair. Because I was going to say, it was fucking hot. I said earlier in the stream before you got here, I was close to heat exhaustion. I was close to passing out or falling over from heat exhaustion when I was golfing, and I had drank 4 bottles of water. Like, I don't, listen, this may be TMI, and I'm sorry if it is. However, I don't know if when you go bathroom, you kind of check what color it is so that you can judge how hydrated you are. You know what I mean? And I had 4 bottles of water, got home, used the restroom, and when I looked at it, it was like, bro, you need to drink more water. And I'm like, I've been drinking water for the past 5 hours. How am I not hydrated? You know what I mean? Like, it just was like, but the heat and the humidity was so intense, and the sun was so intense on Saturday. Like, I have a really good tan. You might be able to see it. I'm going to try. It's not the best camera, but you might be able to see my tan lines when I had a bracelet. I had a wristband and a bracelet on this arm, and I have a watch on this arm, and you can see the tan line. Like, I actually got really feels like I got really cut up by the sun. You know what I mean? Like, I have a little bit burn on my face, a very, very light amount of burn on my face. Nothing serious, but yeah, it was hot. Oh, that is going to fall for Coleman. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, dang. Yeah, you can see. Yeah. So, it's one of those things, thankfully, I don't burn right away. I tend to tan. But, so it's not, and the reason I say it is because my arm's not burnt. Like, I'm not burnt on my arms or anything like that. But, if I was outside for another half hour, I probably would have. I don't want to say it was a long round. It was a 4-hour, 20-minute round. So about par for the course. I think that's a little long, but the problem I had was I got paired up with 3 people. One guy left after 9. And then the other 2 that I got paired up with were playing a match against each other, and the match was really close. So they wound up playing the match like they were just slow. They were just really slow to take their shots. Like, they would dress the ball. The one dude would go up to his ball, and he would walk like 10 yards, 20 yards in front of his ball just to feel the slope, then walk back to his ball. I'm like, dude. And, like, if you're on the green, like, if you're putting, I would understand that, right? Because you're trying to feel the lie of the green. And usually you walk from your ball to the hole to do that, right? So I'm like, okay. But this was like the rough. He was doing it like I'm like, dude, you're in the rough. Like, just get an iron and get it out of there. You know what I mean? Like, it's really thick rough around this place. Like, I'm going golfing for the first time in a couple weeks. Let's go, Bones! Listen, do not feel bad if you make a bad shot, okay? Like, my handicap is not good. And I've been golfing. This is only my 2nd year, okay? But, my handicap is not good. But it's about the joy, like, because every once in a while you're gonna get a shot that just is incredible. You know what I mean? Like, that's what makes me come back every time. I hit a shot last year. I was 79 yards away from the pin. I was off the green, obviously. It was on the fairway. I had to chip it up, and I chipped it up and it rolled in. And I got a birdie on a hole for holding out from 79 yards. And I'm like, that is the shit. Like, I will always remember that shot. It's great. I've never, ever played, so it should be fun. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of fun. So, it's I'm trying to break 100 right now. That's my goal. Is my next actual goal outside of trying to play 30 rounds this year. my goal is to break 100 in one round of the year. So my best was last year. I had a 106. But when I started, again, last year was my first year. When I started, I think I had like a 146. I opened with like a 146. It was just a terrible round. But if you play more, you actually kind of naturally get a little bit better. So, so, ooh, he's had quite the go. It's a lot of fun. The putting is what I enjoy the most, actually. I used to hate driving because I could never hit it straight, and then I worked on it. Like I hit it. I used to aim like if I was on the I would aim for the wall. If I was trying to go this way, I would aim. My club would be pointed this way because I had such a slice on it that it would go like this and come back, and it would actually like overcorrect. So if I aimed here and I hit my normal shot last year, the ball would end up like 6 yards to the right because the slice was so bad. But I worked on my grip. I found that I was gripping the club wrong, so then I started to grip the club, and then my slice got better. It didn't correct. You know, I still had a slice. I still do have a slice, but it's much more muted now. And because of that, I can actually hit the ball farther. So it's all these little things you work on that I love about the game too. So I'm so excited for your go golfing. I'm like, yeah, you have to let me know how you get on and how much and if you enjoy it or not. And you have to take photos. Okay? Golf courses are one of the most beautiful places. It's so golf courses are so unique because it's nature. It's very much nature, but it's like it's oh, that should be a goal. Oh, he's hit the bar. How's he hit the bar? It is nature, but it's like man-made nature. It's really weird. It's like there's a man-made element to it and how the course is shaped. So it's nice, but it's just weird. It's like usually you go out in nature, it's like rocks, moss, trees, all this overgrown stuff. And like it's just very pristine golf courses. But it's just I don't know. It's great. I'm a geek, man. I'm a geek. Okay? I'm a geek for golf. So I gotta post more pictures in your Discord. Actually, I took a lot more. I mean, some of the courses are just stunning, absolutely stunning. This is why I like Pennsylvania as well as a golf state because Florida is Bermuda grass. The grass is like this thick. It's really very cool. Yeah, it's really thin grass in Florida, extremely thin, and it's not heavy vegetation. So it's not like Tanglewood near me is actually up on the side of a mountain. So it's a very wooded area. It has like woods that back up to the golf course. It's gorgeous like that, right? It's very, very pretty. You go over there in the fall and all the trees are multicolored because they're changing leaves. Like that is a cool, calm, and collected finish from Sonko. And Senegal, right before halftime, have reclaimed the lead. But yeah, you go to the ones around here and they're nice. Sweeping plains, some of them are links courses, like very hilly, rolling hill type stuff with nice, yeah, he's miles on side. Why is the game even asking the question if he's off sides? But then like you go to Florida and it's flat, really short grass, very sandy. And like PA, it's just the grass is thicker. When you chunk into something with your iron, you get like a big piece of the dirt with you. It's not, you know what I mean? It's I don't know, it feels better, PA. But then when you go to like hot tempered climates, like no offense, but like Australia would be, or if you were golfing out west, like Southern California, Vegas, Arizona, things like that, you're almost not even golfing on grass. It's really just like a. It feels synthetic almost. It's like a lot of dusty grass, and then it's just like, not for me, not for me. So, I want to go to New Zealand to golf. That'd be good. New Zealand would be wonderful to golf in. Somebody's got to tell Kim to get me down there. So, that's a. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, wow. Tiara can't even believe it. His head's in his hands. The ball's come to him. Yeah. It's, I don't know. I'm trying to visit Australia. I've picked the year that I want to go. I want to go to New Zealand too. And I'm back. Had a Sarah call. Welcome back, Sean. The U.S. drew Czechia 1-1. Japan lost to Greece. Japan are out on 3 points. Greece are more than likely through as the third place team on 4. Czechia second. U.S. top. France got through as a number 2 seed behind Turkey. Believe it or not, who had 7 points. I picked the year I actually want to come down to Australia, by the way. So I think I'm going to start saving now and come down for the 2032 Olympic Games. That's what I want to do. I want to come to Australia for the Olympics. Oh, that's a good ball. He might be onside here. He's off. That's a shame. That was a really good ball through the midfield. So. I think I'm going to do that. I actually took off for the Olympics. So we're 5 weeks from now is the Olympics. So I'll be streaming probably, not the Olympics, but during the Olympics. That is a great finish. Sonko with 2. Paraguay sunk. Senegal could very well be on their way to the round of 32. So that's just a really good touch from Cisse. Sonko, though, with 2 really good identical finishes. Solid stuff from Sonko. Okay. I am all over the shop right now. Okay. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I got pinged on Discord, and I'm trying to just go through the messages real quick because I've been pinged a few times. So, they are. So 30th is what, this weekend? Let me just. This. That's fine. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, New Zealand, and I think in the next few years, New Zealand will be one place, England will be another, Canada might be a third. I actually stumbled upon it the other day when I was looking for a controller the other day. I think it was Saturday. Bloody hell, don't tell me it's freaking not in here anymore. I know I didn't move it. It's somewhere in here, damn it. Yes. I still have it. So, I actually never thought I was going to have one of these one day. I never thought I was going to have one of these. And now I do. But yes. I got to use it. I got it. I don't use it. So I can't. It's not like you have to use it right away, right? But like I've got it last summer, and I have had no reason to use it. So let's go. I got to use it one of these days. It's got to be used. It's got to be used to come to Australia, mate. It has to be used to come to Australia. There's no other way, right? But I also want to go to England because I need to. There's a club that actually. I don't want to say I reached out to them or they reached out to me, but there's an amateur club in England that plays way down the pyramid. We're talking like the 10th level, I think they got promoted to. They played in the 11th last season. And, there's a goal by Paraguay. Centurion has pulled one back. They might just have time. I can't remember what the group standings are like either, but yeah. There's a club in England that I bought their jersey, and they reached out and said, "Oh, we're gonna have our players sign it for you," and all this other stuff. They've been phenomenal to work with, and they reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're an amateur club, as I'm aware, right? And would you mind, or would you be interested in sponsoring us? Like, it's relatively cheap. Like, it's not. I mean, I can't say it's relatively cheap because it's a couple $100, but they were like, it's not like a sponsorship at like a Premier League club that's going to cost you $10,000 to $15,000. Like, we're only looking for, I think they're only looking for like £300. So I was like, yeah, I'm very interested in that. So they reached out to me again last week and said, the guy whose jersey I bought, who's actually the captain of the team, doesn't have a sponsor. And we would like you to, if you're still interested, be the sponsor of him for the whole season. And again, it'll be like 300 quid, which just works out to be like $400. And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'm going to sponsor him for this upcoming season, which is great. I mean, they're an amateur club. And, they said that they have to pay for things like, obviously, the time on the ground that they play their matches on, the officiating for those matches, and any stewards that they need for the match, which there's not many. I mean, you really don't need any. But you have to pay the administrative league fees as well, and it comes to like a couple £1,000 a year. That's so lovely of you. That's insane. I think it's neat because, like, grassroots anything is so important, right? We talk about it in CS. We talk about it in football. Baseball in America it's the same way, right? But you're looking at it and going, I'm a fan of West Ham United, for example. They are worth £500 million. Anything that I could do for the club is going to be very insignificant to their bottom line, right? But this club that reached out is like, hey, you sponsoring this one player will actually help us afford like a whole sixth of the season. So it's like, honestly, you have way more of an impact on people by doing something at that level. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's exactly the kind of thing that I think you should do then. You know what I mean? Because you have a greater impact on a lot more people's lives. So, it's not to say the big clubs don't deserve it either. You know what I mean? I'm very passionate about West Ham. I always love West Ham, but there's nothing I can do that's going to help West Ham. They're just going to meddle on and continue. So he might be off. Centurion might be off here. Ooh, that. Oh yeah, the flag's up on the bottom side here. So I didn't see Cellophane come back and say that worked. Turning aliasing off, by the way. Anti-aliasing's like the big one. So. But in the stoppage time, this is literally last chance saloon here. Look at the time. And Diouf has it. Senegal are probably going to win this game. And that is probably, I don't know if they have another win or anything like that, but if they have another point in this group, that will be enough to send them through. Castro, what are you putzing about? Guys, you've got to get the ball upfield. Time is ticking. You don't have time to putz about here. You've got to send it. That is not sending it. Ref's just going to blow for full time. Ref's standing there saying, I'm giving you all the opportunity to bring this ball upfield, and you've passed it. You've passed it nowhere. So he's just going to blow for full time. Yes, Senegal are through 3-2 really good games. Sonko on the finishes was phenomenal. So they are through. We have 2 more group stage games to watch, and then we are done the group stage of the World Cup. France beat Cuba only 1-0. Again, this is a Cuban side that got smashed by Turkey 6-0. Morocco and Turkey at 0-0 on that one. Senegal beat Paraguay 3-0. Denmark take care of business against Uzbekistan as expected, 3-0. Algeria upset Uruguay 1-0. Spain destroy Haiti 6-0. They weren't expected to do anything at this tournament, Haiti. So we are 2 days through the group stage the final round of group stage games. So again, Group A, USA top, Czechia second, Greece is probably through as the third place team on 4 points. Serbia top in Group B, Australia is second, Canada is awaiting to see their fate, Mali are out, Japan are out, Sweden top Group C, Ecuador, surprisingly Ecuador in this group. Everybody would have looked at this group and said Mexico definitely, Tunisia could have had an outside chance, but instead it's Ecuador through in the second position. Mexico more than likely through on 4 points. Group D, Turkey top, surprisingly. France only good enough for second. Morocco more than likely through on 4 points. Cuba 1 goal, 9 conceded, still better than Tunisia's 0-10. The group that we just saw, Senegal beating Paraguay, that's good enough for 6 points for them. They're through at second place. Denmark topped their group on 7 points. Paraguay more than likely through on 4. Uzbekistan out. Algeria topped their group over Spain, who would have been the heavy favorites. Uruguay in third. They're more than likely through as a third place team. Haiti, no goals scored, 10 conceded. That's expected of them. They were probably the worst ranked side here at this competition. Maybe next to Uzbekistan. And Uzbekistan still managed to find the back of the net 4 times. So nowhere close if you're Haiti. They are just 100% done and dusted and out. I would say the only other side that's probably at this tournament that's really terribly rated is probably the United Arab Emirates, in all honesty. So now we have Group G and H coming up. Which match are we going to watch? We are going to watch Korea and the Netherlands. That's actually Group J. So we have H, I, and J coming up for this next day. Or no, that can't be right. I don't know what it is. We'll see. Korea and the Netherlands, though. Is there going to be 4 groups in the final there? Or is it all messed up, the schedule? But we do know, no matter what, that Colombia are already through from their group. It's just, are they going to be as the group winners, or are they going to be as the runners-up, is the question. Korea and the Netherlands, Nigeria, Belgium. Nigeria, Brazil as the final game here at the group stage. So we'll go through both tonight, and then we will set our schedule for the round of, I believe it'll be 32, which they call second round, but round of 32, essentially. And then we'll continue on from there. Preseason starts in a day. So that's the other thing we're looking out for, by the way. We are looking out for what division we're being promoted to, because again, I've seen 2 clubs come out of the same league that we just came out of and get reassigned. So my question is that going to happen to us, or are we going to move up to Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division 3 and stay within that Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League football pyramid? Um, that's the question. Because if we do, and then we know as long as we don't get relegated out of Division 3, we'll know where we're going and and how many divisions above us there are and who we're playing in those divisions. So um, we did schedule a friendly against Henlon. I think the friendlies for now are going to be instant result games. I don't think we're going to play them this offseason. I think we're just going to hit instant result and see how we do. It is 3 groups. It's really odd. It's GH and I today. I would have thought they gone straight. They are going straight down. GH and I. So Columbia beat the Ivory Coast 2-1. So Columbia 3-0 at the top. They're a really good team this year. Columbia only scored 4 goals, but it's still enough. Really good side. Ivory Coast through as the 2nd ranked team ahead of Portugal. That's a surprise. But Portugal, um, more than likely, that's going to be good enough. The 4 points to get through to the next round. Argentina and Ghana. It's actually Argentina is playing. Yes, Ghana. Iran is playing Wales. South Korea is playing the Netherlands. Cameroon will play New Zealand. New Zealand are basically dead and buried out of this group. New Zealand need to hope that they beat Cameroon, make up the 5-goal difference between the two of them, and hope that the Netherlands lose to South Korea. And if all of that happens, then New Zealand will be through as the number 2 seed. Um, I don't fancy them getting through as a 3rd seed. If they say win over Cameroon and then the Netherlands loses South, like they win 1-0 over Cameroon and then say South Korea beats the Netherlands 4-0 or something like that. Like I just don't fancy the 3rd place team coming out of this. I don't fancy New Zealand being the 3rd place team coming out of this group. And then in the last day we have Brazil playing Nigeria. Slovakia will play El Salvador. That might be a dead rubber anyway. Slovakia basically need to win that game. If they don't win that game, if Slovakia don't win that game, I don't think the 3rd place team comes out of that group either. Just because the goal difference is so poor. Qatar are pretty much dead and buried out of this group as well. They, I think, play Italy, which is just good luck. And then Germany play Egypt, England play the UAE. Let's get into the next one. Argentina leads Ghana 1-0 on an 18th minute pen. Iran and Wales are goalless. Let's get into this one. South Korea and the Netherlands. So this should be a good one. And the only reason I say that is because I didn't fancy Korea as a side. Genuinely not. You wouldn't put them at the top in terms of their competitiveness versus a side like the Netherlands, versus a side like Spain, versus a side like Argentina. Like, they're just not in that conversation, right? However, Korea has played phenomenal. Like, I would have thought Korea is a team that could come into a World Cup and struggle to beat an African team, like a Cameroon or a Ghana or a Nigeria. You know what I mean? Like the staples of the African teams. Algeria, Tunisia, those things. They've come in and they have blown by all of that, really that doubt early on. This is their toughest test in the group stage yet, though. The Dutch are a good outlet. So we'll see if Korea has what it takes to get past them. Yuki Su with an early interception. Are we going to see a goal right off the kickoff? We might see a goal right off the kickoff. Oh, he's in. He might be on, and it's a good save. I thought we were going to see a goal right off the kickoff. I was gonna say, are you gonna have a go or not? It's like it was, well, you're the main guy that's gonna take a strike like that. Willems has just absolutely charged this down the field. Nobody's come to help him though. Literally nobody came to help him. That's such a shame because he did all the work for the counter and nobody got in the box. That's a wicked cross. That was such a dangerous cross. And it's out for a corner. Korea, I believe, on 6 points here. Trying to top the group, which would be big. Oh, what a save! What a point-blank save from Jang Sun-jin. That is, okay, I must get some errands done. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you, Bones. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. I will catch up with you more on your Discord. I need to be more active on your Discord. So, but thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for stopping by. Of course. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes. Take care. Oh, that's over. That's just over. Goal kick on that one. This might be more evenly matched. At least it's. Oh, that is a terrible ball. And he's not caught it at all. That's a shame. More could have. You could have felt with a turnover like that deep in the zone, that more could have come from that, should have come from that. No, you're fine. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you very soon. Vanderbrink is in. That's a good stop. Vanderbrink. Oh, I don't know if he's almost let that out. Jansen. Nope. That's going to come back the other way. They're getting the only thing I don't like here defensively from Korea, what I'm seeing, is they're allowing themselves to get pulled out of shape a lot on the back line here. And sorry, I think the main thing is when that ball goes deep towards the byline at the edge of the box, obviously it drags the offside line back with it, right? So the defenders are dropping in deeper to cover that line, but nobody's picking up the center of the box. And aside from some good shot blocking, they really are leaving themselves exposed. Yuki Su, oh, he's offsides. I thought there might be a chance that he could have scored that if he was on, and then you're talking about upset territory. Still here for Korea. Lee Jung-hoon, oh, he's taking one too many a touch, and now Wilhelms, they have got to do something about him, man. This is looking like a way more promising break. And then he takes too heavy a touch. That should be a yellow card. That is a yellow card. That is stopping a promising attack. Yep. It's a yellow card for stopping a promising attack. And, oh, he's had to tip that. It looked like it was going to dip right in front of him. Oh, fuck. We're down 2-1 in the third period. Oh, no. Please, Edmonton. Please, Edmonton. Please, for the love of God. And it came back from 3-0 down in the series. Come on. You know? Oh, that's back post. Oh, Jensen's hit the post. Is he offsides? No, it's going out for a goal kick. That was probably the Dutch's best chance right now. Hands down. Kang Sun Ho to Choi Ki Bong. Oh, he's tried to curl it and he's got under it, unfortunately. Looking pretty even so far this match. Netherlands slightly better chances, slightly, but you can't say Korea haven't had looks down the other end, you know? So it's being built. It's building to beat. That's probably offsides. And yes, the flag is going up. Offsides. So. Jung Won Hee should be on here, and yes, he is. That's a very good run from him. Oh, that's a good ball played back. Offsides. I said he moved a fraction too early. I actually think it was a little bit late. He was offsides trying to come back on, and the ball just wasn't there in time. So. Choi Kim Bong. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's hit off the defender. I was gonna say, if that just went, if you peeled off your man, you had all the space to get that header, and you put it out that wide, I would have been like, what are you doing? Still there. Oh, it's a head. Okay, Jansen's got it. A lot of chances at each end of the pitch for both teams. Nothing clear cut yet, though. Vanderbrink. Willems. Oh, what a turn. The ball's falling to Jansen. It's a good tackle. It's a really important tackle. Otherwise, he would have been in. Good ball out wide. It's going to stretch the wing back here. Korea's done well. They've done well to get that away. Oh, that is not a good giveaway. Okay, Dresden. Almost turned and gave the ball right there to the defender, but okay. Springer, Van Loo. Ender Cookoff. Van Loo. Brands. Graf. Vander Kirchhoff. This is really patient. Korea trying to play a really high line right now. It's a little bit out of shape now, though. They found Jensen's had to take it wide. He had nobody on the inside here. But this is opened up to Graf. Oh, great save. Very good save. Okay. He's got one out. Okay. It's a good tackle. It still falls to him. Willems might be off. I thought there was a chance he could have been off. But Lee Sung-min did very well in the defense. This is a Korean highlight. Is this going to be a smash and grab? Netherlands have come way more. No, that's a terrible pass. Netherlands have come way more into this game now. In the later stages of the first half. Like, way more into this game. They're having the possession now. They're getting the shots. The Dutch have looked like first 30 minutes I would have said this is 50-50. The last 15 I'd have said the Dutch look all over it. Those short passing is really doing well for the Dutch right now. So they haven't found the ball through yet. That's the problem. The high line is causing them issues. Oh, it's in! Vandenbrink has put it in the Netherlands' lead. All their hard work finally paying off the Netherlands. And this is what happens if you have a defensive line that's playing that compact and that high, then you want to put the ball out wide because you want to challenge them in the air. And you want to say, okay, we're going to play around that wall. That's what the Dutch have done. Two minutes of added time here. And the Dutch have a corner. Oh, did Van Loo stay on? Yes, he did. So, certainly you got to think if they get a shot off, it goes out for a goal kick. That'll be the half. Brands isn't so much space. Same thing, man. Compact back line, playing very high. Brands can just use the ball to drive the line. And that's out for a throw. That might be the halftime whistle. Looking like it will be here. Ball's about to come back into play. Oh, back for Brands! Oh, what a save. They don't get the corner. Second half, we're going to get right into it. The Netherlands finding their footing in that second half. Or at the end of that first half, I should say. And they got on the board. Second half underway. Korea and the Netherlands, our penultimate game of the night. Ooh. Just a warning. Okay. Brands. Oh, back post again. Oh, he's hit the bar. Almost carbon copied that first goal. Almost carbon copied that first goal. And he struck the bar. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Dresden to Springer. Brands. Dresden. Van Loo. Willems. And there it is. It's only deserving for Willems. He's played his heart out. He's made so many good runs for the Netherlands. He's really been, I mean, so pivotal to why they've looked the better side so far in this game, and he's only deserving the goal. Jang Soon-jin's done very well in goal for Korea, but he moves too early there. He's caught, and it is a 2-goal lead. Here's Yuki Su. That's a really teasing ball. Oh, it's fall to him again. Oh, he's going to try and sneak it in. And no, that's going to go out for a corner. That's just a terrible corner. That's just an awful corner. Korea have a lot of work to do here. Whew. They should still be through. There's no issue here for Korea. But it's oh, that's a good that was a good header. But keeper's got it. But they would have loved to have been top of their group. So nicely done, nicely cut out. If Korea are going to stage a comeback, they need to score like soon. What they need to stop doing is giving the ball away in midfield. They have been terrible at that tonight. Dutch with the ball still. Dressen. Van de Kerkhoff to Springer. Van Eyck. De Graaf. Brands. Really good run from Brands. Very good tackle from Lee Chun-ho. But it will be a corner. Still there. Oh, Van Eyck. Is he going to fire it up? No. Oh, that's ran all the way through. Holder had no idea where that ball was coming from. Oh, that's a good take. Yuki Su, that's a very good take. He can't beat his man on pace, and he just gives the freaking ball away. Like, you started to not get past to make the run. Then you stopped the run. Then you tried to take him one-on-one. Like, you had the momentum. Just knock that ball 20 yards past and absolutely turn on the Jets. Like, that's all that needed. Somebody's got to cut inside. You have to have some sort of footballing knowledge. Like, Le Ho did so well there, but you can see that he doesn't have the pace to do it the whole length of the field. That's almost a rocket. So what happens is he keeps driving to the wedge because he knows that the trailing man is going to be in shape. The Netherlands are out of space defensively. So that man needs to come up to the ball because he needs to make himself an option to his teammate so that he can progress the ball up forward the rest of the way. And he doesn't do that. The man doesn't, he tries to stay back for onside, but the ball's ahead of him anyway. And then it means that he has to try and make up ground when the ball comes in to the center of the pitch for him. He has to try and make up ground. He's not going to do that because the defender's just going to come in with his body and he's going to block the ball. There's no... Doesn't matter where your position is on the pitch when you're breaking. When you're breaking and your teammate's carrying the ball forward, you need to get in a position where if his pace can't keep him ahead of his man, then you can become an option for him or an out for him to get the ball to you to continue the attack. That's all you need to do. You know, even if you're the striker, even if you're the guy up top in the center, because if you come in for that ball, somebody else from the midfield can always fill that space. You play that 4-2-3-1, you're the one up the top, and you need to come wide for the ball because it's being dribbled into a wedge, then you do so. And your false nine can come forward and fill that space that you've vacated. Something. Good teams that transition well do well. That's why Moises West Ham did well. You know, that's why De Zerbi's Brighton did well. Good teams that break well will do well because they don't need to put together a huge possession game of football. They know they can be clinical when they need to be. And that is half the game. Korea still need a lot. It is 2-0. It is the 81st minute. We got to believe. We have got to believe. If we're Oilers fans, we have got to believe right now. Shin Min-hyuk has an injury. He didn't need to go off for it, though. Here's Brandt, another cross. Carbon copy, the third goal? Oh, no. It's a good save. It was almost the first goal, part 2. When is Van Loo going to take this? Here we go. Oh, it's not bad. Oh, he's found someone. That's a good block. That's a really good, a much-needed block. Another corner for the Netherlands. 4 minutes of added time. Jang Sung-jin has that one. I think it's over for Korea. This one, 2 goals in 4 minutes. It's unlikely. They really haven't had much of anything in the second half, Korea. I think they've had 1 shot in the second half. They just looked nothing like themselves in the second half compared to the first. Van Elek is going to just run this in. That's blocked by Lee Chul-ho, and that's going to go out for a throw. That should be it. The whistle should go here. Brandt has got the ball. We've played the 4 minutes. We've almost played 5. Netherlands still has it. Ref, blow the whistle. That's going out for a Korean throw. No reason to keep. We've played 5 minutes now. There it is. The Dutch do get it done over Korea. 2-0. And that's going to be enough to see the Dutch through. I think the Koreans are fine as well. We'll see. Let's see here. Argentina beat Ghana 2-0. Wales drew Iran 0-0. New Zealand did get a big win over Cameroon 2-1 after Neld was sent off in the 29th minute. They scored Cameroon. They were ahead. Then they went down to 10 men. New Zealand was able to turn it around. Dutch beat South Korea 2-0, which means that in the standings, Colombia through at the top. Ivory Coast second. Portugal probably through as the number 3. Argentina through as the top. Iran get 4. So they sneak in there at second. Ghana might be okay on 3. Wales are definitely out on 4th. 2 points for Wales. Not enough. Korea win the group despite the loss because of the goal difference. The Dutch finished second. Cameroon and New Zealand on 3 goals each. It might not be enough for them. And then we've got 3 more groups. Brazil, Nigeria, they're both playing each other. Slovakia need to win against El Salvador. A draw will eliminate both. Ukraine already through. Will play, I believe, Chile, who need a win. Italy really just need a point to see this out. Qatar's pretty much dead and buried. Germany, they're top on 4 points. Point will see them through as well. No matter what, England need really a win over the UAE. So we got 1 more game. Nigeria, Brazil. I think we're going to switch that up. I think we're going to watch the England game. World Cup Group I. Let's go here. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to put that. We'll see if England can actually do it, or if they'll choke. They might be choke artists. You don't know. But we'll swap over to England UAE. I think we're going to do that. We should be getting a message that the preseason has started. And this should tick over. This should no longer say first at the top here. We should be whatever division. Come on, Edmonton. Fucking find a way to turn it around, will you? You only need a goal to tie this. Come on, Edmonton. Come on, Edmonton. All right. I shouldn't be saying that because then it's going to go on the recording, but hey, whatever. Fuck it. I tend to just delete comments that are people being a prick about things anyway, to be honest, which is just not worth the time. Let's see. We have one occurrence of a thought. Okay, so it's not a reoccurring if it's one occurrence. The code of conduct. Ahead of the new season, this would be a good time to make any changes to the code of conduct if you wish to. I think it's fine. Bournemouth still trying for frack. It's not going to happen, mate. Weekly staff meetings are back. Hello. Hi, Kerry Evans. Set up player trait training for Rowlands. Start counterattacking with long throws. McCundy as well. Contract stuff. Just training stuff. Not moving anybody. I'm not moving anybody up to the under 21s who doesn't need to. We need to play close attention to Fran Airing as he's been training well and showing signs of making fine progress. Okay. All this is fine. All this is fine. All this is fine. Why would I talk to a player about his recent form when the season, when literally the preseason, literally the training just started? I do like this idea of sending him on a coaching course. Fuck it, we'll give it a go. The board will get back to me. Okay, cool. They'll probably be like, no. Let's go. Come on. Leagues in focus. Oh, good. The board approved it. Yes. Yes. Good shit, man. The board approved it. Nice. I mean, the fee is like nothing. 600 quid. So, let's do leagues in focus. The only league going on right now still is MLS. Montreal lead the East. Then it's DC, New England, Miami, NYCFC, Philly, Chicago, Columbus, Cincinnati. Toronto outside the playoffs by 2 points. Nashville at the bottom. In the West, Vancouver, the Galaxy, the LA Galaxy, Sporting Kansas City, LAFC, Portland, Real Salt Lake, Austin, Minnesota, and then Colorado. San Jose Earthquakes outside the playoffs by a point. Houston at the bottom. We haven't swapped over yet. It's not telling me the league. We haven't swapped over yet. So it's still telling me first in the old division. It might swap over at the beginning of the month, to be fair. We're gonna watch England and the UAE. This is it. England need to win this game to get through. Essentially, a draw is not going to help them here. They need to make sure they can pick up all 3 points against the United Arab Emirates. So players warming up, as you can see, we're getting ready to get this one underway. Here are your lineups for England. Scope still at the top, more in net. 2 draws at the World Cup. They need 3 points. The UAE, 1 draw here. And here we go with the group stage standings. And we are about ready to get underway. Oh my God, stop. What? Okay. Dunn trying to get it back. Kelton. Ooh. Dunn was offsides, I think. Nope. Oh, Brewer. Go on, Brewer. What a save. Al Belushi. What a save. Okay. There's Al Suwadli. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal for the Emirates! The UAE lead England. There's no way this is going to happen in the game, too. Is it? Are England going to choke away the World Cup knockouts round? Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Improbably, the UAE lead England 1-0. I don't believe it. I thought this was going to be one-sided. I'm speechless. It's the only shot from the UAE right now. Might be the only one they need. My word. Oh. Kelton, and it's tied. Alex Kelton. It was very short-lived for the UAE. Back on level terms. Wow. I can't believe that. I can't believe it from England, but like the fact that we've had 2 goals in the opening 15 minutes. This is either going to be an absolute snooze fest after this. This is going to be one of the greatest barn-burning matches FM's produced. That's a good ball. It's too heavy a ball. It's too heavy a ball. UAE got some right ideas, I will say. Can't write them off. Can't totally write them off, at least. They're looking all right. England with a corner. Long here, 18th minute. Long's got it. Long! Oh, it's tipped over. Brewer will pick this ball up. Long. Kelton. Back for Long. Forward for Dunn. Movement from England here. Dunn back for Long. Good touch onto his left foot. Really cut by his man, and then he passed it back, and that was the end. Oh, good ball in through Garber, and then he scores. Garber has scored. UAE are appealing for offsides. VAR checking the goal, and it is given for offside. He did look off, yes. Let's see. He did look like he went to. Oh yeah, he's a good yard and a half off. Al Suwadi. Oh, it's hit the wall. Oh, Morris had to make a save. Moore has made the save. UAE are playing very up to this. Okay. Goal score. Oh, that's a... What was that ball? That ball was begging for a late run. That ball looked good. I'm starting to get very tired, by the way. So this is, I mean, it's the end of the group stage. This is going to be the last match of the night. We'll be back the next stream, by the way, with more World Cup. It'll be the round of 32. We're just going to kick on. We're just going to kick on and try to finish this World Cup in the next few episodes. So there is that. Let's see here. Brewer. Is Brewer going to have a go? Brewer's dribbled into space and he skied it. He did everything right and then he skied it. Here's Dunn. Dunn. Oh, it's just a terrible pass, isn't it? It's just a terrible touch. Back come England. Great ball through. Garbett has a chance. Oh, he's chipped the keeper. Oh, David Garbett has chipped the keeper from 20 yards. A phenomenal finish. Just exquisite stuff. And England have turned it around inside a half an hour. They went 1-0 down, and they now lead 2-1. Another free kick here for England. God, but that is a... What? How is that missed everybody? Oh, it's a pen. He's given a pen? Certainly VAR having a look at this. I didn't even see a pen. Think there was a pen. It's given. The pen is given. England have a penalty and an opportunity at 3-1. Scopes to take it. Scopes. Oh, and it's a good goal. It's a well-taken pen. England 3-1 in the lead. I mean, I thought Al Belushi was going to get to it the way he dived the right way. But it's not enough. England 3-1 with the lead. And about 11 minutes in stoppage to go here in the first half. All right. Oh, it was Cellophane that messaged me. Okay. He was just saying thanks. Okay. Cool. Gibson, Smith. England 3-1 in the lead. 42nd minute now. Smith. Back to Gibson. Could distribute the ball up center. Gibson now finds Hayes. Terrible ball along. Cut out, but then the ball in response to Gabriel was cut out. Kelton, good touch center. Kelton going for it way over. Way over. Nowhere close. There you go. Oh, it's okay. It's blocked. It's out for a corner. 43rd minute, UAE with a corner. Trying to get back into this game. Trying to get something from this World Cup. Rodriguez, Rafael Augusto. What a name. Al Suwadi. Al Shayari. Oh, it's a good cross. Gabriel on the back post as well, but Brewer dealt with it. It's a good run from Gabriel. But now trying to take it forward, trying to use his pace. That is going to be a free kick. Arguably, that could have been a yellow card. I think the fact that the ball had already gone away from him and he was so close to touch meant that it probably saved his graces. Smith, Haynes. Done on the left, back for Smith. Taken off of it. And that is halftime. 3-1 for England. We'll get right into the second half. No break. Right into the second half. England trying to find just really one more goal to put this thing to bed. Oh, what a ball. What a ball to Gabriel from Rodriguez. Gabriel unchallenged, out of shape defensively. It's going to be England. Cross comes in, back post. Moore can only head it away. And England's come down with it. There's England on the ball again. Brewer, Dunn. Great ball to Dunn. Really good ball to Dunn. Can't find the final one back, and it'll be a corner. Ball in the box. And now Belushi has it. Another chance for England. Garbutt! Oh, what a free kick! What an unbelievable free kick. What a free kick this was. It's what it felt like. I gotta, starting to feel it here. 4-1. A booking. Another chance for England. This has been one-way traffic now. England have found their feet. They conceded early. Then they kind of woke up, which is what I need to do. Wake up. But still. Gerbutt cross in. Smith back post. Can't get to it. Will be a corner. Brewer. Done. Back for Garbutt. Back for Brewer. Hayes has a go. It's deflected. Another corner for England. Oh, Gabriel. Oh, off the post. Done. To Lee. Hayes. Back to Lee. Gibson. Back to Lee. Gibson. Okay, end of the highlight. Okay, all of a sudden, end of the highlight. Starts with an England corner here. 61st minute. Long. Was he on? Did he stay? No, the flag's up on the far side. Oh, what was that? Oh, okay. I'm losing it now. I'm like, ooh. Tired. It's been a long day. I know that. Here is UAE. Back post again. Long stuff. But another corner for them. Another corner for the UAE. Come on, Oilers. It's still 2-1. Come on, Edmonton. Fuck's sake. Oh, that's a great ball back post. Kelton put it out, but that is a great ball back post. 74th minute that one was. Now in the 78th, England again. Gibson. Meakin. Oh, good pass back to Dunn. Dunn's got up. Then he takes the touch like that. Oh, it's come to Kelton anyway, and it's over. England with another opportunity here. UAE. Man, 31% possession is tough. Here's England with Gilchrist to take this. 5 minutes, or 4 minutes really in stoppage left. Oh, it's just over. 4-1 England. And now we're into stoppage time. So England are going to go through. UAE are going to be out of the competition. Al-Shayari trying to drive it upfield. Meanwhile, there's something I'm not doing with this mod that is causing me to bash my head against the glass side of the desktop tower, which seems dangerous. What is it that you... So is this like an old arcade or SNES or NES game? You said it was a 16-bit. Or is it like a newer game that was released that was 16-bit that you're just trying to mod? Al-Shihi. Is out for a corner. UAE corner here. 92nd minute. It is the done and dusted affair. England have won. They're going to be through. Thought there was going to be some excitement in this tie when UAE went ahead 10 minutes in, but it has not been good since. It's an indie game that is retro tinged or tinged. that is supposedly easy to mod. Okay, fair enough. But you're trying to get it to work and one thing's not working. I see. It is done and dusted here. But what is the point of the indie game? Do you just manage the team, or I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'll have to look it up. I'm assuming it's on Steam, of course. We are approaching the full-time whistle. England should see in this out. 4-1 up. They have possession of the ball. No reason to try anything risky. Just let time run out. Let the ref blow the full-time whistle. Certainly that should do it now. This went all the way back to Moore. And that has done it. England 4-1 victors in the end. They dominate the UAE. Not being the most knowledgeable Windows guy, Apple user since the mid-aughties. Easy is an ambitious claim. Fair enough. Brazil 2-0 over Nigeria. Slovakia did beat El Salvador 1-0. Chile smoked Qatar 4-1. Italy and Ukraine were held goalless. Germany just scooted by Egypt 1-0. And England beat the UAE 4-1. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Brazil are top of the group, 9 points. Nigeria 4. Slovakia did get the 4 to get through. Ukraine 7 points. They topped the group. Italy second on 5. Chile's win is enough to get over Qatar, is enough to get them 4 points. They're going to be through. England 7 points. I'm sorry, Germany 7 points. They topped the group. England on 5. Egypt on 2. They're out. They're done for. UAE on 1. They're done for. So the third place teams that get in, by the way, Greece on 4 points. Then it's Mexico 4 points. Morocco 4 points. Paraguay 4 points. Believe it or not. Uruguay 4 points. Portugal 4 points. And then you have Slovakia on 4 points, Chile on 4 points as well. So if you got 3 points in the group stage of the World Cup, it was not good enough to get you in to the round of 16. So there is round of 32, I should say. There is that. So that is the World Cup's games. I'm starting to really lose the last bit of energy I have, and mainly because I didn't sleep well last. I got 5 hours the night before. Friday night and Saturday, I had 5 hours, and then I went golfing, and I slept like I was out, man. I was out Saturday night and Sunday. I think I slept 10 hours, and then maybe it was more like 9, and then last night I only got 5, so I'm exhausted. The game is more of an in-game player control experience with a beefy amount of stuff to do in between games and seasons. Nice. Very nice. Kind of like that, actually. Uh, as soon as we're done processing, I'm going to save this game. So there is that. Uh, did we tie it up? 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 We haven't tied it up, have we? Fuck. Ah! Basically like 16-bit Madden with a dynasty mode. That sounds sick, actually. Ooh, a lot of stuff going on at for Towel. Here we go with the matches, by the way. Let's get into it, shall we? Matches. We're gonna have a lot of round of 16 matches. Are we gonna have a fixture clash? No, not as of right now, right? We're not gonna have a fixture clash, are we? 4-7 is the matches. Okay, round of 16. I'm sorry, round of 32. Right? U.S. and Ecuador. Then we're gonna watch day 2. Australia versus Czechia. I'm gonna watch because we haven't been able to watch Australia the whole tournament, and I kind of want to watch the game of theirs before they go out. Oh, Mexico, Germany. That's gonna be Italy. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. That's a round of 32 match. That's brutal. Congratulations on getting out of the group stage. Here's fucking Colombia. And if you're Colombia, here's the Netherlands. Here's not Nigeria. Here's not, Turkey. Here's not Senegal. Here's fucking the Netherlands. That's a spicy matchup. Final day we'll do Korea versus Morocco. Actually, I'm not gonna say I fancy Korea, but I was gonna say if you are Korea, for the round of 32 at least, you've avoided everybody that you wanted to avoid. Essentially, is there a way to see the bracket? Like, can I see it as a bracket? Okay, as a tree, right? So South Korea and Morocco here, they play the winner of Ukraine Paraguay. So if you're a South Korean fan, you're looking at this bracket saying, if this team plays as good as it can play, we can make a quarterfinal. Where's the U.S.? The U.S. is on the other side. The U.S. got Ecuador. Then they play the winner of Slovakia, Algeria. Algeria is kind of tricky. Algeria is really tricky. The U.S. can win that game though. And then if they do and they get into the quarterfinals, they got to play the winner of Sweden, Uruguay, Denmark, or Chile. That's going to be a tougher ask, especially against. I mean, that's going to be a tough. But look at this bracket: Portugal, France, Spain, Colombia, Germany. They're all on the top half of the bracket. And the U.S. has got none of that on the bottom half of the bracket. The U.S. has got Brazil. Brazil's playing England in the opening round. Holy fuck. Holy shit, dude. That's brutal. That's a brutal first round match. That's a that's a dynamite match. Brazil versus England in a round of 32. Good lord. How is that not a semifinal? You know what I mean? Like a quarterfinal, a semifinal. That's a round of 32 game. Brutal. So yeah, literally, if you're the U.S., this is the best. I think, looking at this bracket, this is the best thing you could have hoped for. Because yes, you have Denmark, they're tricky. Yes, you have Italy, they're going to be tricky. Yes, you have Argentina in this side of the bracket. Yes, they are very difficult to play. But Brazil and England, they're both tricky, and somebody has to eliminate the other right out of the cut. And then between Argentina and the winner of Brazil and England, somebody's got to eliminate the other before you play them. So literally, the U.S. This is the best bracket the U.S. could have asked for by a country mile, because they will not have to play the likes of an Argentina, a Brazil, or an England until the semifinal of the World Cup. The semifinal. This is amazing for the U.S. Tell me this is not if the U.S. got this bracket in real life, I would be saying, if you don't get a semifinal, Berhalter just got to lose his job or something. Like, this is such a good draw for the U.S. Uh, I'm taking a snip of it because it's amazing. Like, Mexico is so fucked. They got Germany right out the gate, and then if they somehow get past Germany, congrats, you get the winner of Colombia and the Netherlands. And then if you that is just brutal. That's just brutal, man. So, man, those are some cracking matchups, though. Jeez Louise. All right. I am going to click. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going to click save. We're going to save the game. And I am exhausted because I only got 5 hours sleep and it's finally caught up with me. So I am going to go to bed. Thank you so much to everybody who came by. Big thank you to Sean Curtis. Big thank you to Bones. Big thank you to Mr. Cellophane who came by. Appreciate all of you guys, actually. I can't say that enough. Do we have anybody who is even remotely rateable right now? I don't have anybody that I'm following that's playing Football Manager, except for Davey. I think this is just going to be an end. Yena's playing music. I like her. She's a music streamer. Killing UT's playing Unreal Tournament. Like him. Uh, but no, I think we're done for the night. So there is no raid tonight. Sleep, hydrate. Yes, definitely sleep, hydrate. Thank you so much for watching on Twitch. We will see you. I think I'm back here tomorrow night with a stream. So I'll see you then. Until then, take care. Okay, Twitch just cut. So for those of you on YouTube, before you get to see me pass out on camera, this is CLG FC. This was episode 56.3. We'll be back with the round of 16 at the World Cup in the next episode. Until then, thank you for watching and take care.